Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here. Today I'm going to be doing my price prediction analysis and forecast on NEM or NEM. This is actually one that I kind of skipped over while I was doing many of my price predictions. And you know, it is actually in the top 10 ranking. It's ranking at the number 7th spot with a market cap of almost 1.9 billion, right? So this is actually one of the bigger ones, but it is often looked over, right? And that is a bit of a concern, but I'll get a bit into that later. It's really a cryptocurrency that has, you know, some interesting things going on with it. It's a bit different than some of the other ones that I went over, and in multiple ways, but I'll get into that in a second, right? Just going over some of the fundamentals here. You know, let's just start off with their technology and stuff. These guys are professional and everything. They're based in Japan. I think they're actually pretty popular in Japan from what I could see. And, you know, their whole thing, I don't fully understand it, if I'm quite honest, but their whole thing is the smart asset system, which is basically, you know, their system for allowing developers and stuff to utilize the blockchain in, you know, a better way, I guess, right? And I guess that's what it comes down to, simply put, right? But I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. You guys can check everything out, right? They've got different stuff going on. But like I said, I'm not going to touch on the fundamentals too much here. Otherwise, community-wise, you know, they have just under 7,000 followers on their subreddit. Relatively active community, so, you know, that's good to see. It's not the biggest community, though, for the size, right? It should actually be a bit bigger than that, to be honest, considering where it's ranking. NEM does not make the cut compared to a lot of these that have much bigger communities on Reddit. So that's not my favorite thing to see right here, and that's a bit of one of the problems with NEM is that it is sort of looked over and stuff, like I said, right? And I guess their advertising and their marketing, and you know, they don't have sort of a mass awareness going on around them. But that aside, you know, looking into NEM a bit more and its token XEM, there's a couple things going on here with the numbers. So, you know, first of all, volume of $3 million in the past 24 hours, which is actually, you know, if we take a look here and compare it to a lot of the others, this is very small, you know, and this is just the past 24 hours, but, you know, if the average is around that, that's not good, right? That's a bit low for where it's ranking, and you know, that's not my favorite thing to see. Supply of only 3 million with such a big market cap, right? That's a little bit worrisome to me. But you know, the thing is that although there's sort of some questionable things with NEM, if that makes sense, the price action is really good, right? And I can't argue with price action. So, you know, another thing is the circulating supply. You know, this is in the billions here, almost 9 billion, and that's too big, right? I'm not a fan of large supplies. You all know this now. You know, it removes scarcity, it removes value, and this is a supply that's, you know, just way too big in my opinion. With that being said, though, you know, now that I went over the numbers, which, you know, not the best, right? Low volume for where it's ranking. Pretty small community for where it's ranking. Supply that's too big in my opinion. I don't like the name. I don't like the fact that they're not sort of out there yet. You know, they're definitely having, I think, some adoption issues and stuff. But with all that being said, right, their price action is really good. And like I said, I won't argue with price action, right? Unless, you know, stuff changes. I have to almost be bullish on this cryptocurrency just because of the fact that the price action is good, right? And you know, like I said, that could change. It's definitely not one of my favorite cryptocurrencies in the top 10 ranking, and I think it's going to be a problem for NEM is the fact that, you know, they're just not out there enough compared to some of these, you know, Monero doing great and stuff like that. And I don't think it can stand up with these that have, you know, a lot of awareness around them. Sorry, I clicked on Litecoin. So that's a little bit of an issue for NEM. But if we come down to the chart, right, and see what happened. It started back in 2015, April 2015. So, you know, that was a while back. Definitely one of the older cryptos out there. Very flat price action, very humble beginnings. Eventually started gaining some traction and really just took off, right? in, let's see, this was about January 2017, took off enormously, right? This is a massive increase right here. So that's pretty impressive. And surprisingly, compared to many cryptocurrencies, this hold it very well. And, it had a big pullback and stuff, but it bounced nicely, made new all-time highs, went back down. And right now what we have is just a higher high, right? And lower low pattern. So this is a very bullish pattern. It's holding up its gains well. So like I was saying, that's all it really needs, right? Is this bullish price action and bullish activity where, we're in a very nice uptrend right now. And there's no real signs of concern, at least on the chart, right? It is a little bit right now lower towards the, one of its support levels. You wouldn't want to see it break 19. That could be pretty ugly. Definitely send it down, to the lower ranges. But as it is right now, it's holding its support levels and it's uptrending. So, as far as actual price prediction goes, I think it might be a little more flat for a couple months. It could slowly climb back to 32 cents over here. It's all-time high. But, based on this uptrend, I can only think that, within a year or two, it'll just move higher, right? Maybe double or something like that. And same thing within 5 years, basically just keep up this trend that it has going for it. Like I said, I think the growth might be a little smaller than some of the other cryptocurrencies just because it does have awareness issues around it, right? People don't know this cryptocurrency, and that is an issue. So, overall, the chart is good and everything. I'm not the biggest fan of the cryptocurrency itself overall, but like I said, price action is just one of the best ways, in my opinion, to really know what's going on, and it's looking good. So, that's enough for me, to be honest. With that being said, everyone, I hope you like this analysis. Please let me know what you think of NEM, what you think of sort of, their technology, their whole, fundamental, the fundamental side of things, and how that relates to the price action. Where do you think this cryptocurrency is going? Do you like it? Otherwise, everyone, I appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more cryptocurrency trading and investing videos. And I appreciate you watching this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.